أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله نستعينه ونستغفره ونعوذ بالله من شرور أنفسنا. من يهد الله فلا مضل له ومن يضلل فلا هادي له. ونشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له. ونشهد أن محمدا عبده ورسوله أرسله بالحق بشيرا ونذيرا بين يدي الساعة. من يطع الله ورسوله فقد رشد ومن يسهما فإنه لا يضر إلا نفسه ولا يضر الله شيئا. فقد قال الله تعالى في القرآن المجيد: إن الله وملائكته يصلون على النبي يا أيها الذين آمنوا صلوا عليه وسلموا تسليما. اللهم صل على محمد وعلى آل محمد كما صليت على إبراهيم وعلى آل إبراهيم إنك حميد مجيد. اللهم بارك على محمد وعلى آل محمد كما باركت على إبراهيم وعلى آل إبراهيم إنك حميد مجيد. رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقه قولي. ربي زدني علما. سبحان الله وبحمده سبحان الله العظيم. My dear audiences and my dear friends, brothers and sisters, those who are watching through Facebook, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. It is a great pleasure for me to attend this Tafsirul Mahfil. So at the very beginning, at the commencement of this Tafsirul Mahfil, I would like to express my deep gratitude to Almighty Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, who is the only one creator of everything, by saying Alhamdulillah, all praises are for Almighty Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Inshallah, in today's Tafsirul Mahfil, we shall have a discussion on verse number 257 from Suratul Baqarah. So at first, as usual, we shall go to the recitation as well as meaning of this verse number 257 of Suratul Baqarah. Then inshallah ta'ala, we shall go to the elaborate discussion. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الله ولي الذين آمنوا يخرجهم من الظلمات إلى النور والذين كفروا أولياؤهم الطاغوت يخرجونهم من النور إلى الظلمات أولئك أصحاب النار هم فيها خالدون. صدق الله العلي العظيم وصدق رسوله النبي الكريم ونحن على ذلك من الشاهدين. سبحان الله وبحمده سبحان الله العظيم Allahumma salli ala Muhammadin abdika wa rasulik. I seek refuge, I seek shelter to Almighty Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala from the accursed devil, from the accursed shaitan, and I am beginning with the name of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, who is most merciful, most beneficent. Allahu waliyul ladhina amanu. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is the protector, guardian of the believers of Islam. Yukhrijuhum minaz zulumati ilan nur. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala took the believers of Islam to the light from the darkness. وَالَّذِينَ كَفَرُوا أَوْلِيَاؤُهُمُ الطَّاغُوتُ. And the non-believers of Islam, the Taghut, the devil, the shaitan is their protector. يُخْرِجُونَهُم مِّنَ النُّورِ إِلَى الظُّلُمَاتِ. And the devil used to take them from light to darkness. أُولَٰئِكَ أَصْحَابُ النَّارِ. And the non-believers of Islam are the inhabitants of fire. هُمْ فِيهَا خَالِدُونَ. And there they will remain. They shall remain forever. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has said the truth, and His prophets and messengers have also said the truth. And we are among the witnesses. All praises are for Almighty Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. All praises are for Almighty Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. O Allah, bless your prophet and servant, Hazrat Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. So, this was the recitation as well as meaning of verse number 257 of Suratul Baqarah. In verse number 257 Suratul Baqarah, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is categorically, clearly stating that those who have accepted the invitation of Tawheed, that means those who have brought faith on only one Creator, Almighty Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and His Prophet Muhammad and His last testament, the Holy Qur'an. They are the believers of Islam. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is saying, Allah Himself, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala Himself is the protector, is the guardian, is the savior, is the controller of the believers of Islam. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has revealed this holy book, this holy Quran upon our Prophet to take us from darkness to the light. So this book, this holy Quran, this holy book used to take people towards the light from the darkness. On the other hand, the non-believers of Islam, their guardian, their protector is the devil, the shaitan. And it is the duty of the shaitan, it is the promise of the shaitan, of the devil, that he will take the human being from light to the darkness. And he used to inspire people in associating partner with Almighty Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, in determining partner with Almighty Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. The main theme, the substance of Islam is oneness of Almighty Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. The believers of Islam do not associate partner with Almighty Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. On the other hand, the non-believers of Islam, they used to make partners with Almighty Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And it amounts that they are running, they are going towards the darkness. Because a non-believer of Islam will be thrown in the fire as soon as he will die. And being a Muslim, we must believe that this Holy Qur'an has been revealed by Almighty Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala in order to take us from the darkness to the light. And in this verse number 257, Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala has used the words Taghut. Taghut. Taghut means devil, Taghut means shaitan. And in elaborate sense, Taghut means rejecting the order of Almighty Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala. Suppose a man, his name is Abdul Karim, and he is a public servant. He is holding a very big post of the government, but he is a corrupt officer. He is a dishonest officer. He used to take bribe. Without receiving bribe, he does not put his signature on any file. Although his name is Abdul Rahim or Abdul Karim, he is claiming himself as a Muslim. But since he does not put his signature on any government file without receiving bribe, without receiving money, it means he is following the devil. He is following the Taghut. So, in elaborate sense, it can be said, those who are rejecting, who are violating the order of Almighty Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala in any way, they are following the Taghut. They are following the devil. Now, inshallah, we shall go with some other verses, other ayats from the Holy Quran. Those are relevant in today's tafsir. First relevant verse in today's tafsir is verse number 65 from Suratul Nisa. In verse number 65 Suratul Nisa, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is saying, فَلَا وَرَبِّكَ لَا يُؤْمِنُونَ حَتَّى يُحَكِّمُوكَ فِي مَا شَجَرَ بَيْنَهُمْ ثُمَّ لَا يَجِدُوا فِي أَنفُسِهِمْ حَرَجًا مِمَّا قَضَيْتَ وَيُسَلِّمُوا تَسْلِيمًا. This holy book has been revealed upon our Prophet for our guideline. This holy book is showing us how shall we lead our family life, how shall we lead our personal life, how shall we lead our social life, as well as how shall we lead our national life. In all respects of our life, this Holy Quran, this holy book shows us guidance. And here in verse number 65, Suratul Nisa, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is saying, فَلَا وَرَبِّكَ, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is swearing by himself. By the oath of Almighty Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is saying, لَا يُؤْمِنُونَ حَتَّى, you shall not be a believer حَتَّى, until يُحَكِّمُكَ فِي مَا شَجَرَ بَيْنَهُمْ, until you appoint my messenger, Hazrat as your judge, as the decider of the dispute. ثُمَّ لَا يَجِدُوا فِي أَنفُسِهِمْ حَرَجًا مِمَّا قَضَيْتَ وَيُسَلِّمُوا تَسْلِيمًا. a person can never be a Muslim. A person can never be a believer of Islam until and unless he or she appoints Prophet or Messenger as the judge. And whenever he will decide about any dispute, he or she has accepted the judgment with full satisfaction. Now, our Prophet is not among us, but our Prophet has given us this Holy Qur'an and Sahih Hadith. That means the Sharia. We cannot be a true Muslim. We cannot be an actual believer of Islam until and unless we implement the Holy Quran and Sahih Hadith in our personal life, in our family life, in our social life, as well as in our national life. So it is clear that it is mandatory as well as obligatory to each and every Muslim, to each and every believer of Islam, to implement the rules and regulations of Holy Quran in his personal life, in his family life, in his social life, as well as in his national life, as per his capacity. So this was verse number 65 from Suratul Nisa, relevant in today's tafsir. Now, relevant verse is verse number 124 from Suratul Nisa. It is also relevant in today's tafsir. Here Allah is saying, وَمَنْ يَعْمَلْ مِنَ الصَّالِحَاتِ مِنْ ذَكَرٍ أَوْ أُنْثَى وَهُوَ مُؤْمِنٌ فَأُولَٰئِكَ يَدْخُلُونَ الْجَنَّةَ وَلَا يُظْلَمُونَ نَقِيرًا. This Holy Quran has been revealed upon the Muslim, upon us. A believer of Islam, either he is male or female, if he or she, after accepting Islam, does good deeds, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is saying, he or she will be admitted in the heaven by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. وَلَا يُظْلَمُونَ نَقِيرًا. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will not make any injustice, a least injustice, a petty injustice to anyone. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is the أَلَيْسَ اللَّهُ بِأَحْكَمِ الْحَاكِمِينَ. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is the judge of the judges. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is the best judge. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala does not make injustice to anyone. So, as per verse number 124 from Suratul Nisa, if a believer of Islam, after accepting Islam, if a believer of Islam, either he or she, either male or female, does good deeds, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will give them, each and every one, the due reward. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will not make a least injustice to anyone. So this was verse number 124 from Suratul Nisa. Next relevant verse in today's tafsir is verse number 125 from Suratul An'am. In verse number 125 Suratul An'am, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is saying, فَمَنْ يُرِدِ اللَّهُ أَنْ يَهْدِيَهُ يَشْرَحْ صَدْرَهُ لِلْإِسْلَامِ. It is Almighty Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. If Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala wants anyone to show the right path, to show the right way, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala open his heart for Islam. That means if Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala wants good of anyone, if Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala wants betterment of anyone, he or she will be admitted in Islam. without entering in Islam, without accepting Islam, one cannot be succeeded in his life. So anyone, whoever wants to be succeeded in life, either here or hereafter, either here and hereafter, he or she must accept Islam. Without accepting Islam, he or she cannot be succeeded both here, in here and hereafter. So in verse number 125, Suratul An'am, Allah SWT is categorically saying, وَمَنْ يُرِدِ اللَّهُ أَنْ يَهْدِيَهُ يَشْرَحْ صَدْرَهُ لِلْإِسْلَامِ. If Allah SWT wants good of you, you will run towards the Islam. You will be admitted in Islam. You will follow the rules and regulations of Islam. You will like this Holy Qur'an. You will like the Hadith. You will like the life of our beloved Prophet. So, it is time for us to test ourselves whether Islam is liked by us or not, whether Holy Quran is attracting us or not. If Holy Quran is attracting you, if Holy Quran is being loved by you, that means Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is taking you to the light from darkness. Now relevant verse in today's Tafsir is verse number 14 from Suratul Hud. In verse number 14, Suratul Hud, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is saying, فَإِن لَمْ يَسْتَجِبُوا لَكُمْ فَاعْلَمُوا أَنَّمَا أُنزِلَ بِعِلْمِ اللَّهِ وَأَنْ لَا إِلَهَ إِلَّا هُوَ فَهَلْ أَنْتُمْ مُسْلِمُونَ. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is saying, our beloved Prophet, O Prophet, invite people towards the Quran. If they follow, it is well and good. But if they do not follow, فَإِن لَمْ يَسْتَجِبُوا لَكُمْ, if they do not accept your invitation of Tawheed, if they do not accept the invitation of oneness of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, فَعَلَمُوا, they should remember, أَنَّمَا أُنزِلَ بِعِلْمِ اللَّهِ, this Holy Quran has been revealed by the knowledge of Almighty Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Allahu Akbar. بِعِلْمِ اللَّهِ. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, who is Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala? Allah ilaha illallah. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is only one. And there is no one creator but Almighty Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. فَهَلْ أَنْتُمْ مُسْلِمُونَ. Will you not be the believers of Islam? Will you not accept Islam? So, those among us, we are inviting people towards the oneness of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. It is our duty, we shall invite people. If they do not accept, it is betterment, good for themselves. And if they do not accept the invitation of Tawheed, we should not be shocked. We should not be unhappy. We should not become unhappy, because it is our duty only to invite them. Whether they accept it or not, it is not to us. It is only to Almighty Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Whether a person will be given right path or not, it is only to Almighty Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And hence our beloved Prophet was said by Almighty Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, O Prophet, you ask them towards the oneness of Almighty Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. If they accept it, it is well and good. But if they do not accept, tell them, this Holy Quran has been revealed by Almighty Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, from the knowledge of Almighty Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Allahu Akbar. Bi'ilmillah. It is from the knowledge of Almighty Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So, those among us who are following Islam, we should become happy. We should become proud. We should be proud to know this Holy Quran has been revealed by the knowledge of Almighty Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and from no one else. Now inshallah, we shall go to verse number 14 from Suratul Ibrahim. And this verse is also relevant in today's tafsir. Here Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala is saying, يُثَبِّتُ اللَّهُ الَّذِينَ آمَنُوا بِالْقَوْلِ الثَّابِتِ فِي الْحَيَاةِ الدُّنْيَا وَفِي الْآخِرَةِ. The believers of Islam will be happy to know that Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala will make them strong. And they will be helped by Almighty Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala, both here and hereafter. So with the believers of Islam, we should feel happy. We should feel pride to know that if we will try to follow this Holy Quran, Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala will make our step firm. And Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala will help us in all respect, both in here and hereafter. Next relevant verse in today's tafsir is verse number 25 from Suratul Toha. In verse number 25, Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala is saying that Hazrat Musa alayhi salam made several prayers to Almighty Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala. One of the prayer was, قَالَ رَبِّ اشْرَحْ لِي صَدْرِي. Oh my Prophet, open my heart, make my heart broad. That means, oh Allah, give me knowledge of your religion. And Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala, as I had just said a few minutes ago, that whom Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala wants to show the right path, Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala shows him the way of Islam. And way of Islam means Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala opens his heart. Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala broadens his heart, broadens his breast. Allahu Akbar. That means Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala gives him knowledge of Islam. Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala gives him knowledge of the Holy Quran. And hence, Hazrat Musa alayhi salam made a prayer to Almighty Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala, Rabbi shrah li sadri. Oh my Creator, oh my God, make my heart broadened, make my heart opened. Allahu Akbar. That means give me knowledge of your holy book. Allahu Akbar. Next relevant verse in today's tafsir is verse number 22 from Suratul Zumar. Here Allah is saying the same thing. أَفَمَنْ شَرَعَ اللَّهُ صَدْرَهُ لِلْإِسْلَامِ فَهُوَ عَلَى نُورٍ مِّن رَبِّهِ. Those who have accepted Islam, that means he or she has accepted the light from Almighty Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala. Those who have accepted Islam, that means his or her or their hearts have been opened. Allahu Akbar. أَفَمَنْ شَرَعَ اللَّهُ صَدْرَهُ لِلْإِسْلَامِ فَهُوَ عَلَى نُورٍ مِّن رَبِّهِ. If anyone wants to learn the Holy Quran, that means he is receiving light from Almighty Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala. Because this Holy Quran takes people to the light from the darkness. And those who will follow this Holy Quran, Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala himself is his protector. Allahu Akbar. So we should be happy to know that a believer of Islam will be always protected by Almighty Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala from all kinds of difficulties, both here and hereafter. Next relevant verse in today's tafsir is verse number 28 from Suratul Hadid. Suratul Hadid is surah number 57 in the Holy Quran. In verse 120, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is saying, Ya ayyuhalladhina amanu attaqullah wa aminu bi rasulihi yuktikum kiflayn min rahmatihi wa yaj'al lakum nuran tamshuna bihi wa yaghfir lakum wallahu ghafurur rahim. Ya ayyuhalladhina amanu ittaqullah. O the believers of Islam, fear Almighty Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Wa aminu bi rasulihi. You bring faith on Allah and His Messenger. And if you do this, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will give you two rewards, double reward. And what are the two rewards? Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will give you blessings. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will show you, will give you right on the basis of which you will lead your life. That means, if we follow Islam, Islam will show us the right path. It is the only Islam. It is the only one right religion of this world, which shows people, which takes people to the right way. Only Islam can take you to the right way and no other religion. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and second reward is that وَيَغْفِرْ لَكُمْ. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will forgive you all sins. Allahu Akbar. So, it is the promise of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in the Holy Quran that if we accept Islam, if we follow the rules and regulations of Islam properly, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will show us the right way. And if we follow the right way, our life will be easier and full of happiness. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is promising that our second reward will be, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will forgive our all sins. Allahu Akbar. Wallahu ghafurur rahim. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is the most merciful and the most forgiving. Allahu Akbar. Next relevant verses is verse number 1 to 8 from Suratul Alam Nashrah. Suratul Alam Nashrah. This surah was revealed upon our Prophet during his prophethood life in Makkah. As we know, our beloved Prophet spent as many as 13 years of his prophethood life in Makkah. First 13 years out of 23 years. And first 13 years in Makkah was very painful, very difficult, because the non-believers of Islam made all kinds of operations. The non-believers of Makkah gave all kinds of pain, difficulties to our beloved Prophet. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is motivating our beloved Prophet by revealing this Suratul Alam Nashrah. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is saying, Alam nashrah laka sadrak wa wada'na anka wizrak alladhi anqadha dhahrak wa rafa'na laka dhikrak fa inna ma'al usri yusra inna ma'al usri yusra fa idha faragta fansab wa ila rabbika farghab. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is saying, our beloved Prophet, Alam nashrah laka sadrak. Have I not opened have I not spreaded your breast, spreaded your heart? Allahu Akbar. Wa wada'na anka wizrak. And I removed the burden from you. Alladhi anqadha dhahrak. And that burden which make your back down. وَرَفَعْنَا لَكَ ذِكْرَكَ, and I have raised your name. Our beloved Prophet is motivating by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, saying that I have raised your name. We know in the first call of Azan, first call for prayer, the name of our beloved Prophet is being mentioned. In the Iqamah, second call of prayer, the name of our beloved Prophet is being mentioned. Allahu Akbar. And in Makkah, while our beloved Prophet had been spreading the teachings of Islam, inviting people towards the oneness of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, the name of our beloved Prophet was spreading all over the world. وَرَفَعْنَا لَكَ ذِكْرَكَ فَإِنَّ مَعَ الْعُسْرِ يُسْرًا إِنَّ مَعَ الْعُسْرِ يُسْرًا. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is giving him clue about his victory in future. O Prophet, don't be worried. After sorrow, joy will come. After sorrow, happiness will come. After difficulty, you will get victory. Allahu Akbar. We used to say, joy and sorrow come by turn. It is not any proverb. It is the saying of Almighty Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala about 1,500 years ago. After sorrow, joy comes. It is not a proverb. It is the saying of Almighty Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in the Holy Qur'an. فَإِنَّ مَعَ الْعُسْرِ يُسْرًا إِنَّ مَعَ الْعُسْرِ يُسْرًا فَإِذَا فَرَغْتَ فَانْصَبْ وَإِلَىٰ رَبِّكَ فَارْغَبْ. O Prophet, so whenever you will get any leisure, you will get time, you remember your Creator. Allahu Akbar. So, getting knowledge of Islam is the most valuable asset from Almighty Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Among us, those who have earned knowledge from this Holy Quran, they are the most lucky, they are the luckiest person in the world. Because whom Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala likes, they are being given the knowledge of Islam. They are being given teachings of Islam. Now inshallah we shall go with some relevant hadiths. Those are relevant in today's tafsir. First hadith in today's tafsir is عن معاوية رضي الله عنه قال سمعت رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم يقول من يريد الله به خيرا يفقهه في الدين وإنما أنا قاسم والله يؤتي. رواه البخاري ومسلم. This hadith has been inserted both in Bukhari and Muslim. And this hadith has been narrated by Hazrat Muawiyah radhiyallahu anhu. He said, Sami'tu, I have heard from beloved Prophet, saying, May yuridillahu bihi khayran yufaqqihu fid din. Those for whom Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala wants betterment, welfare, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gives them knowledge of Islam, knowledge of religion. Allahu Akbar. So among us, those who have knowledge from the Holy Quran, they are the luckiest person in the world. Because those who have got knowledge of Islam, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala wants better for them. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala wants good for them. Allahu Akbar. And in the next portion of this hadith, our beloved Prophet is saying, وَإِنَّمَا أَنَا قَاسِمٌ. Knowledge of Islam comes from Almighty Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and our beloved Prophet said that I am the only distributor, I used to distribute. وَاللَّهُ يُؤْتِي. This knowledge is given by Almighty Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So, knowledge of Holy Quran, knowledge of Sahih Hadith, These are the best wealth of the world. Next relevant hadith in today's tafsir is An Anas radhiyallahu anhu qala Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam talabul ilmi faridatun ala kulli muslim. Rawahu Ibn Majah. This is the Sahih hadith, Sahih utterances of our beloved Prophet. In Ibn Majah, this hadith has been inserted, included, recorded. This hadith has been narrated by Anas radhiyallahu anhu. He is saying that our beloved Prophet has said, Talabul ilmi faridatun ala kulli muslim. It is mandatory, it is obligatory for each and every Muslim to earn knowledge of Islam. So, earning knowledge of Islam, that means earning knowledge of Qur'an and Sahih Hadith, is mandatory as well as obligatory to each and every Muslim. Each and every Muslim must learn from Holy Qur'an and Sahih Hadith. Talabul ilmi faridatun ala kulli muslim. Suppose you are a doctor, MBBS doctor, but you do not know anything from Holy Quran and Sahih Hadith. You will face difficulties after your death. Suppose you are a PhD holder, doctor of law. You are a barrister of law, but you do not know anything about Islam, about Quran and Hadith. Soon you will die, you will face difficulties in the life of hereafter. So either you are a doctor, or you are an advocate, or you are a justice, or you are a master degree holder, or you are a MBA, or you are a PhD degree holder. You must earn knowledge of Quran and Hadith. Without earning knowledge of Quran and Hadith, after our death we shall face difficulties. And hence, in Hadith recorded in Ibn Majah, our beloved Prophet said, Talabul ilmi faridatun ala kulli muslim. Earning knowledge of Islam is mandatory for each and every Muslim, either male or female. Next relevant hadith in today's tafsir is An Abi Umama radhiyallahu anhu an Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam qala Man ahabba lillahi wa abghada lillahi wa ata lillahi wa ma'a lillahi faqad istakmala al-iman. Rawahu Abu Daud. Islam is the only one religion acceptable by Almighty Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will accept only Islam as a religion. In verse number 85, Suratul Ali Imran, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has categorically said, وَمَنْ يَبْتَغِي غَيْرَ الْإِسْلَامِ دِينًا فَلَنْ يُقْبَلَ مِنْهُ وَهُوَ فِي الْآخِرَةِ مِنَ الْخَاسِرِينَ. Whoever will find out any other religion other than Islam, that religion will not be accepted from him. And in the life of hereafter, he will be among those who are losers. وَمَنْ يَبْتَغِي غَيْرَ الْإِسْلَامِ دِينًا فَلَنْ يُقْبَلَ مِنْهُ وَهُوَ فِي الْآخِرَةِ مِنَ الْخَاسِرِينَ. So, only one religion which will be accepted by Almighty Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is Islam, and no other religion other than Islam. And in this hadith, our beloved Prophet is saying, Man ahabba lillahi wa abghada lillahi. Those who love each other for Almighty Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, those who make enmity with each other for Almighty Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, those who give anything to anyone for Almighty Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and those who restrain from giving for Almighty Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, faqad istakmal al-iman. He has got the actual taste of Islam, of Iman. Rawahu Abu Dawud. That means, after accepting Islam, after admitting in Islam, it is mandatory as well as obligatory for us to follow the rules and regulations of Islam in our personal life, in our family life, in our social life, as well as in our national life, as per our capacity. And if we follow the rules and regulations of Islam in our personal life, in our family life, in our social life, as well as in our national life, as per our capacity, and only that time we shall be a true believer of Islam. So, Alhamdulillah, this was the elaborate discussion on verse number 257 from Suratul Baqarah. Now, inshallah, we shall make prayer to Almighty Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala. Before making prayer, please recite Durud. Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ala ali Muhammad kama sallaita ala Ibrahim wa ala ali Ibrahim innaka Hamidum Majid. Allahumma barik ala Muhammad wa ala ali Muhammad kama barakta ala Ibrahim wa ala ali Ibrahim innaka Hamidum Majid. Allahumma ربنا تقبل منا إنك أنت السميع العليم اللهم اغفر لحينا وميتنا وشاهدنا وغائبنا وصغيرنا وكبيرنا وذكرنا وأنثانا اللهم من أحييته منا فأحيه على الإسلام ومن توفيته منا فتوفه على الإيمان ربنا ظلمنا أنفسنا وإن لم تغفر لنا وترحمنا لنكونن من الخاسرين ربنا آتنا في الدنيا حسنة وفي الآخرة حسنة وقنا عذاب النار رب ارحمهما كما ربياني صغيرا رب هب لي من الصالحين رب زدني علما أستغفر الله اللهم إني أسألك الهدى والتقى والعفاف والغنى والله. We, some of your servants, have been gathered here and we have discussed from your holy book and Sahih Hadith. We have made many mistakes. Please forgive our all mistakes and accept this Tafsirul Mahfil. O Allah, you know what is in our heart. Please forgive our all good desires in our heart. O Allah, increase our sustenance. O Allah, increase our knowledge of Islam. وصلى الله تعالى على خير خلقه محمد وعلى آله وأصحابه أجمعين سبحان ربك رب العزة عما يصفون وسلام على المرسلين والحمد لله رب العالمين. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله.